Good morning, internet world. Welcome all here to the Fellowship of the Clouds on the channel. Great cloudy day. It is Sunday, January 14th, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I didn't make a video yesterday. Wasn't compelled to. I think I've said this a few times before. I mean, I could do it every single day, and sometimes I probably have almost done reading from Don't Sweat the Small Stuff every single day. But most of the time, it seems that the pattern I like to keep, like if I don't get one, if I don't read one, if I don't do a video from Don't Sweat the Small Stuff on Saturday or Sunday, it doesn't bother me. Because a lot of times I'll just put up a different type of video, and yesterday I didn't do any kind of video or anything. But what I'm saying is usually Monday, you're usually going to find the videos from Don't Sweat the Small Stuff Monday through Friday, most definitely, unless something's just kind of went on that kept me from doing it. I'm just thinking about things this morning. I've gotten up and walked my ladybird, and I'm pretty much dressed now. I've put on some pants that my friend David gave me last month or a little while ago. Well, he's gave me a couple of pairs of pants. Like, these are a little bit big on me, but I had been given a belt for Christmas by somebody, and today is the first time I'm using it. I hadn't had a belt in years. All I'd ever done, if I had gotten some pants a little too big, just find a string and tie it around my waist. And I think that's why somebody from church bought me a belt, because they seen me one day with the big long string and kept catching on something. And I just want to, I don't know. Yesterday evening, I had a really profound experience just sitting in my bedroom talking to God. And I became overwhelmed, and overwhelmed in a good way, like a joyous way. And tears started flowing and everything. And matter of fact, I took a picture of myself, and then I posted how great a feeling it is. It's a glorious feeling to, for me, I can only speak for myself. I don't know what anybody else's relationship is with the divine. Some people don't even believe in it, which sometimes I find that hard to believe. I think sometimes a lot of people that choose to not believe have just chose to look away or whatever, but I don't know. It's none of my business. And I've been toying with what I want, how much I wanted to share about really what had been going on with me. And anybody that knows me from watching this channel for a while could probably figure out what was going on last week. Well, for one, ever since this toe a few weeks ago and I had to go to the ER, things have been off a little bit just because, I was stressing. Like, I went to the ER and then they were like, for some reason, the radiologist was saying they think that the infection got in the bone. Well, this doctor, the general surgeon, just the other day, he thinks the toe is looking good. It's on its way to mending, and I'm on some pretty strong antibiotics. I go back Wednesday. I got to make sure I get back to him. I want to keep, because hopefully when I see him again, it's still looking to him like we don't have to remove it or whatever. And it's not if it has to be done, it has to be done. But I'm just liking that I got some decent, more stable news last week. But I'll tell you, yeah, I got through my birthday and Christmas and actual New Year's Eve and New Year's Day without a single drop of alcohol, Then lo and behold, I think it was January 2nd, I bought a bottle. And I haven't told nobody on the video on this channel about that or nothing. Or I haven't made a video about that. And then I went a day, I think, without it. Then I got another bottle. I can't remember. That week I did like 2, and then anyway, I remember this past week though, I had been a few more days without it, and then this past week I taught, like on a Monday, I believe it was Monday last week, because when I wasn't able to get to the doctor that day and had to reschedule, I talked to myself, the mind plays tricks on us sometimes. And I ask myself sometimes, why do I do things at times that I very well much know are not that great for me? And I really couldn't tell you. I mean, sometimes in my head, I mean, I know in the past it used to be, I'm a grown man and I'll do what I want. Well, I see what that gets you. Doing what I want all the time, even when like sometimes what you want can be good for you, but sometimes what we want, and most of the time what we think we want, is not necessarily the best thing in the world for us. So, I used to use that excuse though. Like, oh, I can quit anytime I want, and if I want to drink, I'm going to drink. And I still kind of have that attitude, because look at what I did last week. Well, I mean, I don't have that attitude. I know that if that it's still my choice every single day that I get up. It's a choice that I've made. Either all I gotta say is for the last few days I haven't had a drop, so I'm back on the wagon. I kept asking myself after the first bottle last week, I was like, why did I do this? But then the very next day, I found myself early in the day craving and getting a ride and going and doing it again. And I don't know. But it only lasted a few days, and, but I've got what's today, Sunday. So I think it's Thursday I had a drink, but I haven't drank since then. So, anyway, I just think it's important to me. It helps to keep me in check. I know that none of you guys, it's not like y'all are sitting there judging me about any of this. And I'm probably judging myself a little more. Well, I'm not judging myself. I didn't beat myself up over it. I just did it. And then I stopped. And because I knew each time I was talking myself into it, that this is just insanity. Because I have health problems that are directly, part of it is from my drinking. Well, and a big part is the hep. If you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I've been a little discouraged and unmotivated. And that's why it's like, even though I put up videos last week and everything, it wasn't until just the other day that I felt more confident about what I'm doing, like trying to get something done earlier in the day and getting it on up out there. And, but the motivation I'm lacking is motivation around here, man. I have stuff I can do any single day I've got plenty of things I could organize, straighten up, be messing with, cleaning. I've got all my action figures that really, I really enjoy looking at them. I enjoy messing with them. And I don't know why it's been such a hard time to just get back to feeling like that I want to mess with something fun and do something that's fun. That doesn't require altering my consciousness with some alcohol or something. Just doing something fun, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's my 2 cents for today. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, and I'm understanding why I had, because up until like on the 2nd of January, up until that day, I'd had, I don't remember how many months from the last time I fouled up, but it is what it is. I probably had about 4.5, I'd say I had it almost 5 months again without a drink, and that was a good thing. But then I chose to do something, but I tell you, there's something that I know there's something trying its best to get me not to be motivated. It wants me to not succeed at what I've been given to do. And I just can't give up. And I'm going to keep going. And that talk I had with the divine yesterday was glorious. And those tears that I cried, and like this morning, man, I have had some great conversation already with Big Kahuna, my boss. And I don't know, man. Most of it was just me being grateful and saying, thanks. And I think that's the biggest part of it is. And then I realized also, just in the past day or two, that on January 4th, I didn't even consciously, I don't think I even remembered that it was my mom's birthday. And I'm just now, I knew it was her birthday coming up, like when I was on my birthday on December 30th. But then on January 4th, I don't think that day, for some reason, that blanked in my head that I was going through the day and that was Mom's birthday. But, she's with me in spirit. Every once in a while, she'll chime in and give me a little bit of something, like just a little. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, if you've got someone that's went on to the other side, and every once in a while you can feel their presence or something, just because it's hard to explain. If you hadn't experienced it, then you don't know it. And if you don't believe it, you don't believe it. But I know that certain people that have died in my life at times are around me. And at times they give me signs and clues or speak into my head and say something, or I see visually them in my mind's eye smiling at me because I'm doing the right or whatever, like they weren't all that great, probably that happy about the few days I drank and everything, but I'm meaning, like, I don't know how to put it any other way, but from time to time, some of the people that have passed in my life visit and talk to me, in there, not like I'm talking to you, but it's definitely communication. It's just like communication I have with the Creator. So I hope none of this steers you away from the channel. My main intention is just share my personal experience in life. I do like to read from these books I share with y'all. And when I do get into my writing phases and stuff, and I share some of my writings, I like doing that. But I'm just building something up here that God wants me to build up to where when I get to a certain point, hopefully maybe I've pulled myself out of a place, and then I will be able to probably assist, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. That's not my plan necessarily. It is my plan, but it is the plan that was given to me a long time ago. Like, when you get to a certain level, then you'll be able to do even more. Like, let's get you, like, Gray Cloud, get yourself straight, get yourself to a certain level. Gray Cloud, get to that level, and then wait and see how much you can do and how many people you can help. But until you help yourself, you can't be helping other people. And so that's part of the journey. This channel, I got to say, making these videos is it helps me every day that I do it. It's not my money or anything, but, and I keep talking about, I need a laptop. I want a laptop. Well, I keep getting the same message. Be patient. Because I can't do it all on my own, right, all at once, and boom, boom, boom. I live on a disability check from month to month. We got a few weeks left in the month, and I'm already close to being out of monetary stuff. but that's not. I'm used to it. I've been used to it for years. Before I ever had a disability check and lived on the streets off and on, didn't have a job for a long time. Same thing, you know. It's hard to explain. Like, I think I worry more when I'm living in a place and paying rent than I did if I didn't have no money at all, no income. Sometimes I wish my health was well enough where I could go find me another cool camp spot and just camp out and live near somewhere and go get what I needed and do whatever I needed and coming forth and back. But physically, I couldn't do that really. But I mean, I could do it if I have to, and I will do it if I have to. But as far as just going out there and trying to do that again, I don't think I need to unless I'm told to. So I'm going to let y'all go. This is a long video. I didn't know I was going to rant and ramble and talk this much, but I appreciate any of you watching. And if you don't mind, hit the like button. Hopefully you watched all the way to the end here so you can hear me say that. And if you hadn't thought about subscribing, think about subscribing today if you're watching this video and have watched a few of my videos. Till next time, Mr. Gray Cloud here, Sage of the Eternal Moment, over and out. Ditto. Have a great day.